Sometimes the more reliable you are, the less people think you need support. It is a quiet, heavy loneliness that settles in when you realize you have become everyone else's emotional anchor, but you have nowhere to dock yourself.
I am always the person my friends call when their lives are falling apart. I listen for hours, give advice, and show up for everything. But lately, when I'm struggling, no one seems to notice. If I don't reach out first, I don't hear from anyone for weeks. Am I being used or am I just invisible?
It is incredibly draining to feel like your value in a relationship is tied strictly to your utility. When you are the strong one, people often stop checking on you because they've subconsciously decided you are invincible. This creates a painful cycle where you feel neglected, yet you feel guilty for wanting the same care you provide so freely. You aren't being selfish for wanting to be seen. You are experiencing compassion fatigue, mixed with a deep sense of relational imbalance. It hurts because it feels like a betrayal of the silent contract of friendship, making you wonder if people love you for who you are or just for what you do for them. What is actually happening here is a breakdown in emotional visibility. Because you have been so consistent and self-sufficient, you have inadvertently trained your friends to believe you don't have needs. They aren't necessarily being malicious, they are simply following the pattern you helped establish. Many high-capacity people struggle to show vulnerability, fearing it will make them a burden or ruin their reputation as the reliable one. By never asking for help, you've created a dynamic where your friends don't even think to offer it. They see your silence as strength rather than a cry for help. The relationship has become transactional in their minds, even if they don't realize it, because the flow of support only moves in one direction. To change this, you have to break the invincibility mask. Start small, by expressing a need before you reach a breaking point. Instead of waiting for them to ask, try saying something like, "I've had a really heavy week and could honestly use a distraction. Can we just talk about something light?" Or, "I'm usually the one with the answers, but right now I just need someone to listen without trying to fix it." If a friend asks how you are, stop saying, "I'm fine," out of habit. Try saying, "I'm actually struggling a bit lately and I'd love to grab coffee and vent." You are giving them the opportunity to be a good friend. If they consistently refuse to step up once you've been clear about your needs, then you have the data you need to reassess the depth of that specific connection. True friendship is a two-way street, not a one-way rescue mission. It's okay to step back from being the fixer, to see who is willing to be a finder, someone who finds you in your quiet moments. Growth often requires us to trade being needed for being known. As you begin to share your shadows as much as your light, you will discover which relationships are built on substance and which were just built on your service. You deserve to be held just as much as you hold others.